Alright, so here's a quick ramp update video. I started this one probably 2 weeks ago. I haven't finished it because I've been super busy, but basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying not to make videos of the same thing over and over. So I'm only making videos if I make a change. The base of the ramp is the same, the two-piece gate and all that stuff. The boxed dovetails, the boxed ends anyway for the dovetails are the same. These bolt in place now. There'll be holes drilled on either ends of these for 1/2-inch bolts. On that side too. But I've been trying to make these adjustable so that they'll fit on most trucks, at least most full size, maybe 1500s. I think though even this one might fit on even something as far down as a Ranger. But anyway, I'll show you the part that's different. In previous designs, I would use square tube on either end of or either sides of these, and drill some bolts through. So you'd have 1.5 inches, and then the 1.5 inch centerpiece, and then another 1.5 inches. So that probably was more sturdy, but and I haven't noticed any issues with this, but that one was probably more sturdy, but it had limits as to how it could adjust. In this way, I've used 1/4 inch plate, and I've cut slots in so that you can slide it forward and backwards, and then tighten those 5/8 bolts. So that allows you to bring it closer towards the bed of the truck once you get it installed if there's a gap. And then also on this side you can see that there is a bolt in those series of holes here. I don't have a lot of light here, but that's a 5/8 bolt, so it'll crank down and prevent this from dropping. And then there's another bolt on this side, and there's actually a series of nuts welded in place. The purpose of these basically is to kind of level off the dovetail, because what I've done is instead of using the pins, I've welded a bolt on the inside. So instead of sliding a pin in, now you would just put in a bolt. Let's see if I can find it here. Here we go. So it's another 5/8 bolt. And the reason why I did that is because it prevents it just takes out some of the shaky, some of the, and the clanking. But when you put that bolt in and you crank it down, now the dovetail is basically, the angle of it is however straight the hitch is on your truck. And, I got a decent hitch on my truck, but it's still, when you bolt that thing in there, it kind of kicks it off center a little bit. So what this bolt here is meant to do is to be able to adjust it to bring it back to the left, or you loosen it up, allow it to go to the right. So it's just an added feature. It allows you, like I said, to do a little bit more of adjustments. You still may need to use ratchet straps or whatever, to get it in the position that you want it in. But anyway, that's it. It's like I said, I didn't want to do a super long video. This one I'll have to do the mesh on, and then this will be sold as a base ramp. So this is what it'll look like. There'll be no swing arm or equipment holders on this ramp at all. So that's pretty much that. I'll do another video, I guess, when it's done. I haven't been painting these either, because it just takes too long and kind of makes a mess. So, and I'm trying to keep the price of these down when I sell them, because I feel like there's two kinds of people that I think that are buying these, at least in my experience. And it's a guy who either does stuff part-time or has smaller properties, or someone who does a bunch of other stuff and is trying to limit the amount of equipment and stuff that they carry and have to have at their house. So anyway, trying to keep the cost of it down so that it doesn't become something that just seems easier to use a trailer instead of buying this. So this ramp is $585 plus shipping. In my experience, I'm keeping the shipping cost at around $200. So this is a $785 shipped. And the cost could come down. The shipping costs are different depending on where you're at. Those numbers are an average, so I try not to go over that. So $785 is basically what this is, shipped to your door. So if you're interested, make a comment, or you can email me at daleotero@hotmail.com. All right, thanks guys.